Hi everybody, I'm back with another video. Just wanted to highlight a couple pickups that I've got over the last few days. Highlighted by this 1948-49 Leaf Ralph Kiner. So 1948, this is the first time that we see baseball cards being made again after World War II. Obviously during the war there was a shortage of just raw materials to make the gum, to make the cards themselves. The ink was also very scarce. So this is a couple years obviously after World War II is over, and now companies like Leaf and Bowman are coming out with cards. This Leaf set was the first one to actually use color. The 48 Bowman is just a black and white issue. So there's some debate as to whether or not these Leaf cards are actually from 1948 or 1949. More than likely they probably produced the cards for both those years for that same set. So this one right here says 1948 on it. But if you look and flip it over, as I will, it talks about Ralph Kiner's stats in 48, and then it gives it says, and last year last season drove in 123 runs on 147 hits and only batted .265. If you look that up, those were his 1948 stats. And then additionally down here, the copyright date says 1949 on it as well. So I would say that this one probably was printed in 49, since it's got a 49 copyright and talks about the 48 season being last season. So that's this is kind of a little interesting tidbit, and some folks will debate that. But like I said, more than likely they printed these cards in 48 and 49 and just continued to sell them as one set. Then going on here to 1954 Bowman. This is a Ferris Fane. Not a lot of folks know about Ferris Fane. He was a five-time All-Star and a two-time American League batting champion in 1951 and 52 when he was a member of the Philadelphia Athletics. He led the league in the American League in batting. And then on to another seven-time All-Star, Sherm Lawler, one of the best catchers in the 50s for the Chicago White Sox. This is a real sharp card. It is unfortunately miscut, and you can see there is just a little bit of white there. I don't know if I'd call it miscut, definitely off center, but still a cool card. And then here a card that I saw in the 300 greatest cards of the 20th century. This is actually the first Topps issue of Stan Musial, so it took him all the way up to 1958 to issue a card for him. And as always, this 58 set, very patriotic. It's got he's the National League, so it's got the blue background. The American League players had the red background with the stars as well. And these cards are triple printed, so not that hard to get, but super cool. And then they break down the statistics once again of the player versus each of the individual teams that they played, which was pretty cool. And then here right now, this Ernie Banks 1961 All-Star. This is a high-numbered short print from the 61 set. I collect Ernie Banks. This is one of the last cards I need for my Topps Ernie Banks collection, and one that I've waited a while to get. These things do sell for a high premium because they are short printed and difficult to come by. This one is an excellent mint 6. Typically I like to get these in a near mint 7, but the excellent mint 6 and the near mint 7 and even the near mint to mint 8, really they're all around, they stay pretty close in price. So we just got this in a 6. This is a pretty nice 6. Good centering on this. This card is known to have some printing errors, just because it's got that nature of that the newspaper with a player popping out of it. They did a similar design in 1971 Topps as well, but it's pretty cool. And then just lastly, two football cards here. This Joe Montana 1988 record breaker. Had this card with a kid. I love the image on this, just with Joe Montana there, just ready to throw a pass. Always I saw this card as a kid when I had it, and kind of was like, that's how a quarterback should stand in the pocket with the ball. But just a quick video here, just showing recapping a couple cards I've gotten the last couple days. Everyone, thanks again for leaving your posts or comments below, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.